Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Tonight will mark the first SmackDown after WrestleMania, and Nick Aldis will have his hands full. As general manager, Aldis will have a lot to address, specifically with regard to the results of WrestleMania. However, moving away from the show of shows, could he add a new tag team to a TLC match tonight? The answer to this question is quite possibly yes. Although the World Tag Team Championship was defended in Las Vegas, the WWE Tag Team titles were not. Instead, Triple H and Co. have planned a TLC match between the Street Profits, DIY, and the Motor City Machine Guns. However, looking to surprise the fans in attendance, Nick Aldis could introduce the Blue Brand's newest tag team, Mello Don't Miz. For a while now, WWE has been teasing the potential for a partnership between The Miz and Carmelo Hayes. The two have had some hilarious segments, and have even teamed up once before. Not to mention, their tag team name, which was suggested by the A-lister, is rather catchy. Following Carmelo Hayes' Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal win, The Miz made it clear that the two of them were officially a tag team. As such, adding them to the TLC match would certainly be an interesting surprise from Nick Aldis. It would even suggest that a title change is forthcoming, one that would further add to The Miz's legacy, while also giving Hayes his first title on the main roster. However, at the end of the day, this is just speculation. There is no telling what's in store for the TLC match tonight, let alone if Mello Don't Miz will be thrown into the mix. The TLC match, so far, is the only thing that has been announced for tonight's episode of SmackDown. However, as mentioned earlier, Nick Aldis will have a lot to address, including some of the results of WrestleMania 41. Not only does SmackDown have a new United States champion, but there is also the matter of figuring out who will represent the Blue Brand as a world champion. Considering John Cena's free agent status, the situation surrounding the men's world title is intriguing. However, perhaps the most interesting announcement could have to do with the WWE Women's Championship. After all, Tiffany Stratton did an exceptional job defending the title against Charlotte Flair, but now, it will be time to determine her next challenger. Much like the previous scenario, this is also conjecture, but regardless of whether it happens tonight or sometime in the coming weeks, fans should be prepared to learn what the future holds for Stratton and her title. Nathan is a pro wrestling writer who covers WWE news stories at Sportskeeda. He holds an MBA degree and has 4 years of content writing experience working for the likes of the Sports Rush and Sport. His association with SK goes way back, as he wrote for the pro wrestling division earlier too, and interned with the team while pursuing his undergraduate degree. Nathan's writing style is inspired by the storytelling abilities of Japanese mangakas Ichiro Oda, Masashi Kishimoto, and English authors like George R.R. Martin and J.R. Tolkien. He strives to keep his reports accurate and relevant by keeping up to date with the pro wrestling world and catering to reader preferences. He is a huge fan of Seth Rollins' workhorse mentality and Sami Zayn's never say die spirit. He says that if he could go back to the Attitude Era, he would love to manage Kurt Angle and bring out his wrestling machine character much earlier in his career. In his free time, Nathan watches, reads, and makes videos about sports on his YouTube channel, The Daily Raid. He also enjoys gaming, watching anime, and reading manga. It's the final SmackDown before WWE's annual TLC tables, ladders and chairs pay-per-view, and the Blue Brand is already buzzing. High stakes, shattered tables, and championship gold hang in the balance, but tonight's episode might get even hotter. In a developing backstage rumor that has the WWE Universe on edge, SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis is reportedly considering adding a brand new tag team to the TLC match scheduled for the main event. While nothing is confirmed as of yet, sources close to the situation suggest that Aldis is looking to make a statement move that will shake up the division and bring new energy to a scene currently dominated by familiar names. So, who is this mysterious team? And what would their addition mean for the TLC match tonight? Let's break it down. As of now, the TLC match is set to feature 3 teams. The Judgment Day Finn Balor and JD McDonough. Dark, cunning, and dangerous. The Street Profits Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. Explosive, athletic, and red hot after a recent face turn. The Brawling Brutes Butch and Ridge Holland. Bruisers who thrive in chaos, especially when ladders and chairs are involved. Each team brings its own flavor to the match, but fans and critics alike have noted that the tag division has felt stagnant, predictable. That's where Nick Aldis may be looking to flip the script. Aldis, a former world champion and master strategist, has already made waves since stepping into the GM role. He's focused on prestige, legacy, and raising the bar for SmackDown across the board. And what better way to do that than by unleashing a new team on the world stage, on a night where carnage is guaranteed? While Aldis hasn't confirmed the names, there's heavy speculation that the team in question is the duo known on NXT as the Kings of the Underground, a gritty, underground Fight Club-inspired pairing of Tyson Kiely and Dante Quinn. For those who haven't been tuning into NXT lately, here's the quick scoop. Tyson Kiely, a former MMA fighter with a no-nonsense style and a penchant for breaking people down with methodical, stiff strikes. Kiely uses intensity and walks with the quiet confidence of a man who doesn't need to yell to be heard. Dante Quinn, a high-flying daredevil with a street-smart edge. His agility is jaw-dropping, and his willingness to sacrifice his body for the win makes him a natural fit for chaotic stipulations like TLC. Together, they've been wreaking havoc in NXT for the past few months, clearing out smaller teams, calling out veterans, and recently winning a brutal, underground gauntlet to earn the attention of WWE higher-ups. Their gimmick? Grit, no music, no flashy gear, just taped fists, steely eyes, and the promise of pain. If Aldis is serious about refreshing the SmackDown tag division, this is the kind of injection of realism and violence it desperately needs. Adding a fourth team to a TLC match isn't just about shock value, it's about strategy. Here's why it makes sense. Fresh faces in the chaos. TLC matches thrive on unpredictability. The more bodies in the ring, the more mayhem ensues. Introducing an unknown factor like Kiely and Quinn not only keeps the audience guessing, but adds new psychology to the match. Will the newcomers target the veterans? Will they form temporary alliances? Will they even play by the rules? Instant star-making environment. Think back to past TLC moments. Jeff Hardy's swanton off the ladder, Edge spearing him mid-air, the USOs flying through tables. These are the kinds of spots that create legends. If Kiely and Quinn are truly ready for the spotlight, throwing them into this match is like lighting the fuse on a firework. It's go big or go home. Aldis establishes his authority. Nick Aldis wants to be known as a GM who doesn't play favorites. If he drops this new team into a match with 3 established tandems, he sends a message. No spot is safe, and no team is untouchable. It adds a layer of unpredictability to every future tag match on SmackDown. Let's play out a few scenarios for how this wildcard team could impact the match tonight. Scenario 1. Instant classic debut. The Kings of the Underground steal the show. Quinn flies off a ladder into a table. Kiely powerbombs JD through a stack of chairs, and the duo walks away with the titles. It's shocking. It's controversial, and it cements them as the future of the division overnight. Scenario 2. Carnage, but no win yet. They don't win, but they leave a path of destruction. Maybe they take out the Brawling Brutes or cost the Street Profits the match. Either way, they make an unforgettable statement, setting up rivalries that could carry into WrestleMania season. Scenario 3. Betrayal twist. What if they're not just a random team? What if they've aligned with someone else behind the scenes, say, Aldis himself? The faction twist? A heel turn for the GM? A new power play on SmackDown? The possibilities are delicious.